Hi all, Julie Thomas here with the STR Visionary. Today is day 26 of your 30-day challenge. And by this point, you have laid a lot of groundwork to get you to where you are in this challenge. And you are ready to start receiving those bookings. And there is a lot to consider when you're thinking about starting to receive bookings or even just email inquiries from potential guests. And so this is really all about setting yourself up for success and having this part be as passive as possible. So in both main platforms, like an Airbnb and a VRBO, there are areas where you can create template emails. You can set up these template emails to be like a check-in email that you send every single time 7 days before a guest checks in. It could be a review reminder email. It could be talking about checkout procedures. Doesn't really matter what the template is for, but you're building out these templates so that you're making guest communication, again, as passive as possible. If you are recreating the wheel every single time a guest messages you, it's going to be very time consumptive. So spend a little bit of time in like a Microsoft Word or a Google Drive building out some emails that you can then put into these templates and automatically send them out to guests so that guests are receiving polished, well thought out emails that you have done well in advance. With those one-off inquiries that are going to come in, you'll start to notice some consistencies in questions that are being asked. I would say if you are getting the same questions from potential guests with some frequency, I would go back and look at the description of your listing and see if there's any additional information that you can provide in there to help answer some of those commonly asked questions. If not, no big deal. Like just build out a quick reply on one of the platforms that you can then like click and then customize it to that particular guest and send it out. Like, hey, here's some of my favorite restaurants, or here's some of my favorite hikes, if those are things that guests are inquiring about. But you really want to make sure, because the guest communication side is going to be kind of your heaviest hitter in terms of time once you're set up. You want to make sure that you have some systems in place that you can easily access, because again, if we're doing this in addition to a full-time job, no one has time to sit there and build out all these fancy pants emails every single time a guest is messaging us, right? So let's be smart and work smarter, not harder, by having these templates set up ahead of time to be able to easily communicate with our guests and have our response time stay on the shorter end of things.